One of the real hallmarks of NESLI is our endeavour to bring together thought leadership globally.
Educational technology is really at the heart, at the core, is an essential part of our DNA.
It's interesting when one thinks about defining a term such as leadership, which is so huge, because it does encompass so many elements of what one does individually, what one does personally, as well as the influence one has on others.
They gain some wonderful tools to understand how to diagnose what's happening around them and also what's happening within them in terms of their own thinking.
The feedback that I get from most participants is about communication and understanding people, and across all of the courses and the participants that I've worked with, that really resonates with people.
The webinars are not actually so much about teaching the tools, it's actually about facilitating that space, that conversation.
Change is inevitable. It is what's happening all the time. And unless leaders are willing to acknowledge that, they are going to be stuck.
It's about the relationship. It's about the live, synchronous learning and opportunity. Then it's about the learning transfer, following that live. So NESLI presents for us the definition, the quintessential definition of unlearning today for tomorrow.
Yes, we are a school leadership organisation, but we're also an EdTech organisation. You know, they're not separable to us. We use cutting-edge platforms, cutting-edge technologies to bring together school leaders or aspiring school leaders wherever they happen to be. And they don't need to travel, they don't need to take inordinate amounts of time out from their regular schedules.
They're part of something a lot greater than this, whether it's in their state or across the country or internationally.
We're in a unique and privileged position where we reach out across many parts of the world and engage with fabulous people, fabulous thought leaders.
We're all across the United States, Australia, many parts of Asia, New Zealand. We're able to bring together really dynamic cohorts of aspiring school leaders.
So in this way we see that NESLI is able to really get the best from global thought leadership, to package that up and then to deliver it within local contexts.
We have a chance to think about theories, think about frameworks that we can utilise and then put them into practice.
By constantly engaging in this way, we bring together leading thinking, ideas, new ways, new innovations, new models, and we constantly embed this in our work.
We're moving away from the traditional tertiary model of simply providing ideas and doing nothing with them to thinking about how these can actually help in our daily life.
But the thing that really excites us is when we see that grassroots level impact for a school.
It's very validating that people are putting their hand up for, I'm investing time in me, and they put the time in and they develop along the way.
It is incredible to watch participants go on this journey that not only impacts professionally but also personally upon their capabilities and self-worth.
We hear all the time that this is life-changing.
We build great leaders and we see the effects of that flowing through to school outcomes, right down through to learning outcomes for the children.
At the end of the program, they know not only have they got what it takes, but they've also got a community around them.
So we have some experience with the platform, some first-hand knowledge, and rave reviews from the participants. So we're very excited.
That's a pretty special part of what NESLI is and does.